you have a draft coming up and you haven't researched anything, don't panic. We spent over 100 hours so you didn't have to. Here's my exclusive top 10 wide receiver rankings. Coming in at number 1 is Justin Jefferson. He's young. He's an elite, talented receiver. He gets the touches. He's not injury prone. The Vikings drafted Jordan Addison to help JJ on the other side with Adam Thielen gone. Dalvin Cook is also gone, so all eyes will be on JJ this year to carry this team on his back. I believe he lives up to the hype. Coming in at number 2, Davante Adams. A lot of people are ranking him outside the top 5 receivers, and I don't know why. Do the research, run the numbers. He is top 2 in the past 3 years in most important categories. He led the league in touchdowns last year. Until he shows signs of losing his step, he will be top 2 for me. Last year proved that no matter who's throwing to him, he will get his. Ask any wide receiver in the NFL who the best is, and they all say Tay. Don't overcomplicate or follow the herd because you will get left behind if you pass on Davante. Coming in at number 3, Tyreek Hill, the Cheetah, is a rare talent. He plays on a pass-heavy, inventive offense, gets the touches, is explosive, and last year he was 2nd in reception and yards, and finished 3rd in targets. To me, he's everything you want in a wide receiver, especially if Tua plays all year. Coming in at number 4, Jamar Chase, another young, talented star receiver. He gets the touches on a top 3 offense in the Bengals, and there are some injury risks, but after he came back last year from the hip injury, he got right back where he left off. Another no-brainer pick, he is a number 1 wide receiver fantasy stud. Coming in at number 5, Stephon Diggs. When he's not dancing at bar mitzvahs, he's the number 1 option on a top 5 team. He's talented and competitive. He isn't an injury risk, and he gets targets, especially with Gabriel Davis coming back down to an average receiver. He was 2nd in touchdowns last year, 4th in targets, and 3rd in receptions. Another spot on your roster you don't have to think about. Coming in at number 6, A.J. Brown. He's a talented, strong receiver. He's always open, even when double teamed. He's a number 1 target with the number 1 quarterback in the NFL on arguably the number 1 offense in the league. He was 3rd in touchdowns last year, not injury prone, a dominant player on the field, another easy rank. Rounding out number 7, this will surprise everybody. I have Cooper Kupp. He just had his 3rd baby, is coming off 2 ankle injuries. I may be the only one in the world ranking him this low, but the talent and targets are there. It's whether he can get enough games to warrant a higher draft pick. And the answer is, for me, no. More risk, especially in your first 2 picks, leads to more risk during the season. I would draft him with caution. Look out for video updates on our channel as he progresses through OTAs and training camp. If Kupp plays all year, look for another top 3 season. I'm rooting for him, but using injury risk management with this one. Coming in at number 8, CeeDee Lamb. In 2022, he was 4th in receptions and TDs, 5th in targets, and 6th in yards. I would look for a little of the same, leaning more on regression, with Kellen Moore leaving and McCarthy wanting to run the ball more often. He's still the talented, explosive, after the catch, shifty receiver we've come to expect. No trouble here. Lamb is a safe pick to hold alongside an RB1 in the first round. Coming in at number 9, Garrett Wilson. He was only 2nd to Deebo Samuel in 22 broken tackles last year. Now with Rodgers, look for an exponential growth and production from the rising star. Back shoulders will be all the rave, and broken tackles for long TDs I foresee in his future. Don't sleep on this subtle and doable quarterback wide receiver stack, especially with so many people fading Rodgers until the middle rounds. Coming in at number 10, this will shock everybody. Calvin Ridley. Along with Trevor Lawrence, he will remind everyone why he is so talented. He basically rested a year and now plays with an elite offense. He will be the number 1 over Christian Kirk. I expect Ridley to be in the top 10 in touchdowns and receptions this year, with Kirk's role going back to a complementary one like he had with DeAndre Hopkins in Arizona, to make for a nice 1-2 punch with Trevor Lawrence. Those are my top 10 wide receiver 2023 rankings. Let me know what you think below. And as always, peace and love.